Hey everyone, I'm TN Eagle. Welcome back for episode 5 of our FIFA 14 career mode with FC Schalke. The first 4 episodes have gone very well. We're getting plenty of views from you guys and I really appreciate it. And I'd really like to see you guys leave some comments and kind of interact as far as suggestions. If you have any suggestions for this series. I don't use the Foothead or Footwiz or anything like that as far as potential. So if you guys have any suggestions as far as who I should start looking at for the next transfer window, remember the first transfer window, we didn't sign anyone, and we did that purposefully just to kind of keep the team intact and play the first season with the original squad. So if you guys have any suggestions or anybody that you've used in career mode that you think you can get fairly cheap, let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys. We'll jump, we're playing the first game against Hertha, and going into the news conference, you can see we kind of motivate our guys. You can praise or motivate, whatever the case may be, but we went with motivate, so we'll kind of check on what we said there, and it was basically just to use your head. It sounds like this could be a tough game against a rival, so coach is saying it's easy to get carried away with these types of games. So that's a pretty cool feature. I do like that. Whether you can praise, you can motivate. You can also kind of unnerve the opponent, which I haven't done yet. I'll save that maybe for later. But then finally we get some news about Papadopoulos. If you watched the last couple episodes, you know he's kind of been uneasy. He's been homesick. But the agent is finally able to speak about him a little bit. And he says, the right things, I guess, is the best way to put it, that, he is under contract with FC Schalke, and that's where he wants to play. Blah, blah, blah. In any event, we haven't got much more information on him, so we are definitely still keeping our eye out for that. Again, Papadopoulos, he's 21 years old, is probably one of our better players, so we'll keep an eye on it as we have the last couple of episodes. But we're going to jump right into the first game, and it is against Hertha. Again, I think we're on a 3-game win streak, 4-game win streak, something like that. But we're going to jump in here. We kick off. Hertha starts off. And then we'll move ahead into the 15th minute, and it had a little breakdown on defense there. You see I got kind of caught way too far up there with Fuchs, and I wasn't able to get back in time. But then, I had the ball in possession with Papadopoulos, and he just loses it with a bad first touch there. And look at this. The computer is shushing me. Like, really? So, anyway, I'm down early to the computer, who apparently is shushing me, and it's 1-0. Pretty early in the game, but we'll move into the 29th minute. Howard is there, the captain, with a nice slide tackle, and then we have Draxler with the ball, who passes up to Huntelaar. Huntelaar, again, not that strong ball, but he was able to do pretty well there, holding off the defender. Shot hits the crossbar, but there is Jefferson Farfan to knock in the rebound, and that'll bring us tied up at 1 apiece. So it's good to see Huntelaar there and kind of using some strength, and was having to kind of shield my way up there. But, that's been one of my complaints with him. So we'll see. But here in the 36th minute, we get a corner set piece. We send it in. Look at that. It was kind of like a pass, but it goes out to Draxler, who then loses the ball, falls down. But then the keeper makes a stupid mistake. Draxler says, "Thank you very much." And that will put us up 2-1. In the 37th minute. So that was a pretty fortunate goal there. Not sure what the keeper was doing. It was almost like he kind of hit the sprint button, but Draxler will not complain. Thank you for the easy goal. But that'll take us into halftime, guys. You can see not a lot of action going on there in the first half. 3 shots apiece. We did have 54% possession, which is pretty good. But then here, right from the second half, kickoff, the ball go into Boateng. Over to Jones, over to Farfan, and then we're going to cut that in. We'll send it up to Uchida, who's been playing very well for us. Sends it into Huntelaar, and we get a header goal there from Huntelaar, and that's a good way to start off the second half for us. Remember, the computer, he shushed us, so I wish the computer would be able to recognize that that was a bad idea, but it's a computer, so I don't think you can do that. But anyway, we'll move into the 59th minute here. And Farfan to Draxler, over to Huntelaar, but he's unable to get it there with a nice save there from the Hertha keeper. So we're still up 3-1. And then Hertha here with a nice opportunity, but Hildebrand comes up pretty large for us there, and we'll get a nice clearance. We'll find Huntelaar wide open out front, and we get a little bit of breakaway speed there, and then we'll pop it into the top left corner. So Huntelaar having a very good game for us right now, but that puts us up 4-1 in the 75th minute, and that is how the game is going to hold. We will take the victory at 4-1, which I believe takes us to what, 2-2, something like that. So that's again, we're doing very well right now. We're on quite a winning streak, and it's all been really since I've changed the formation over to the 4-4-2 diamond wide, and it seems to be working out pretty well for us right now. So we'll continue on with that. We'll go into some club news here, and now the Schalke board is pretty happy with how we're playing. They're pretty excited with what they're seeing. So, and that comes after, you know, a couple games ago. I guess they were disappointed. You know, we I think we were, you know, 3-1-2 or something like that. So we'll sign a couple more players into our youth squad. And I really do like the global transfer network. It does enable you to kind of get out there and find some of the younger players. I did lose one earlier that was signed by another club that looked like he had a lot of potential, but he was only 15 years old. So we did lose him, but we'll kind of release some of the lower rated player guys as far as their potential. I usually like their potential to at least be in the low to mid 80s or higher. So you know, the guys that right off the bat have anything lower than that, I will usually go ahead and release them. So, but here are the best players of the week. And you can see we have two players on this list. We have Uchida and Huntelaar, both making the team of the week, I guess you could say, for last week. And that's pretty exciting. You remember, Uchida gave him a game or two off, and then, you know, he was unhappy, put him back in there, and then he responded and really took off and played well for the other games during that week. So he was able to earn that award, which is great for him. So you can see here in the standings, we're doing okay. You know, again, through 10 games, we've played a couple less games than everyone else, so not too concerned with where we are right now. But we're getting better, and I feel like we're really starting to kind of gel as a team. So, and then here right off the bat in the 5th minute, we get Farfan with a nice opportunity, but he hits it just wide. I really thought that's usually a pretty good angle to score from, but we were unable to capitalize with that. But here at the 12th minute, Jones starts off with a nice tackle, and then drags over to Uchida, and here's our guy, our player of the week, and a great pass in, and that is a great shot from Huntelaar right there. Just a one-time shot into the bottom right corner. But again, it was all set up by a great tackle by Jermaine Jones, and then the assist will go up to Draxler over to Uchida. So, I mean, again, Huntelaar, you get him in the box like that, he's going to do well, and that's usually how we can determine whether he's going to make it or not. It depends on where he, you know, if he's out a little too far, out an angle, he's not going to make it. But and then here you see 34th minute, it was bad defense, and they were able to kind of bust it in on Hildebrand. He did get some hands on him, but it was a bad rebound, and that was it. I mean, that was it for that game. The rest of it was mostly played in the midfield. And you see not a lot of shots, not a lot of possession. But that's how we'll end this game and this episode. Guys, if you did enjoy it, please leave a like. Please comment. Please subscribe. I will talk to you next time.